What's up everyone, welcome to the first Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Pokemon review. Now obviously, as of posting this video, the game is not out yet, so we're actually going to be starting off with a bunch of the Hisuian Pokemon that were added in Legends Arceus that are getting also added back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet through the use of home transfer. Now unfortunately, the Pokemon home transfer is not going to get added until about spring 2023, but we do have the data already for what these Pokemon are going to get in terms of updates, moves, and etc. So to start off, we're going to be starting with Kleavor. Now, Kleavor is an interesting Pokemon because already Bug Rock, I might be mistaken, but I think it's the first of its typing. Now, Kleavor has some great move coverage like Rock Slide, Close Combat, X-Scissor, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, etc. Now, the real thing though is that Kleavor has a signature move called Stone Axe. Stone Axe isn't that powerful, but this move, while dealing damage to the opponent, will also set up Stealth Rocks at the same time. So even though it's not that strong though, the real kicker here is a new ability that's being added to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that they're also giving to Kleavor called Sharpness. Sharpness is an ability that boosts all slashing moves. They haven't fully described what that means exactly and what moves are covered, but considering they're bothering to give it to Kleavor and also Hisui and Samurott, both two Pokemon with moves that attack that are both slash type moves that set up hazards, presumably this ability Sharpness is going to boost his signature move, Stone Axe, making it a lot better. Now to go over his base stats, the HP isn't too great and neither is the special defense, but his defense is alright and his speed and attack are also pretty decent. Now the real beauty of Kleavor, knowing about his signature move Stone Axe now, is that a lot of Pokemon actually lost Defog in this generation. Even a bunch of flying types too no longer have Defog. So, new movesets for things like Defog are going to have to be developed on other Pokemon. Now, most of the remaining Pokemon that even have Defog are pretty much mostly and almost all flying types. So already, with Kleavor being a rock type and a signature move being rock type, that's very threatening for any flying type that's going to have to try to stay in on this move. Because now not only could they risk having to stay in to Defog, but Kleavor could probably hit them, KO them, and still get Stealth Rock back up at the same time, which makes him an incredible threat for setting up a hazard on the field. Now, Kleavor also does get Swords Dance to boost his attack 2 stages, but other than that, his move pool isn't very diverse. I've already covered Close Combat, stuff like that. So, depending on what other moves might also get boosted by Sharpness, like hopefully X-Scissor maybe, as X-Scissor's a move that he learns that's pretty good. Kleavor is a pretty simple Pokemon other than that. I'd probably honestly just run him with 252 attack and speed, and then add him in our Jolly depending on what the speed tiers are looking like, and depending on what move Sharpness will give an additional boost to. In terms of items, I also not really too sure right now, maybe like a Life Orb or something. Honestly, I could easily see Choice Banded Kleavor becoming a very powerful Pokemon with just full 252 attack, Adamant Choice Band. Even something as weak as your base 65 Stone Axe, obviously already boosted with Sharpness too, is going to be doing a lot of damage and setting up threats on the field. That's going to be all for this video. If you're liking this type of content, make sure to drop a like. Feel free to subscribe, as I'm going to be covering most of the Hisuian Pokemon leading up to Scarlet and Violet. I already have videos on all of the Gen 9 Pokemon in the works, getting those ready to be released as soon as the game drops. So if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe. In tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about Ursaluna. I'll catch you then.